Hello, and welcome to Synthesis Intelligent Data. My name is Darren Bak, and I head up the Intelligent Data division.
And my name is Archana, Arakkal, or more commonly known as Archie. I'm one of the practice leads of the Intelligent Data division.
We are passionate about data and machine learning. We believe in ethical, transparent, and accountable use of AI technologies. To make truly data-driven decisions, your platform needs to be built on proper engineering standards, and data quality needs to be at the forefront. We believe that this actually differentiates us as a business. We bring product thinking into data, and we believe that data should be democratized, putting data in the hands of domain experts. By tapping into the why of our customers, seeking a competitive advantage or genuine customer satisfaction, or finding out a way to tap into the mountain of data and unlock value, we let insight lead. So there's no compression algorithm for experience, and what differentiates us is that we like to get our hands dirty. Our years and years of experience means we have created these blueprints, and these blueprints allow us to leverage the power of Amazon Web Services with the creativity and innovation of our digital and emerging technology business. This allows us to create a golden value thread across our customers' business. We offer end-to-end solutions across the data journey, and these are namely innovation in AI, rapid prototyping using AI technologies, building enterprise-ready data platforms, especially in the financial services arena. And finally, machine learning across that life cycle, from the modeling and the data science aspect to putting the stuff into production. We have an expert team of data engineers and data scientists, and our core expertise focuses on fraud detection, document understanding, email routing, and personalization.
A Gartner study has showed that close to 75% of enterprises will operationalize AI by 2024, which essentially means that we will finally have the opportunity to make more data-driven decisions. Having said that, this also means that we need to significantly increase our competency in using AI, as well as actually using AI in actual solutions. And what does that mean for us? That actually means that we need to ensure that we can do all of this in a short period of time. Now, having said that we have to do all of this in a short period of time, it begs the question, why do we actually need to go about skilling our environment? Why do we need to go about creating new AI use cases? Well, the answer is quite simple. In order to stay relevant and in order to ensure that we still are leveraging off bleeding edge technology, we need to invest more and more in our AI solutions. Along with that, in order to attract the right talent and stay disruptive in a good way, we need to continue to innovate. Our division has realized that in order to ensure that this scale is still relevant within organizations, we need to ensure that we do the scale without actually scaling people. And this is the main reason why we have to do this, is because this has a direct knock-on effect on the annuity revenue. So what our division has gone forward and done in this process is we've actually invested quite a significant amount of time in resources as well as time to ensure that we have R&D products, as well as we have established ties within the different research institutes, and we've gone above and beyond out of our comfort zone in our financial sector and actually gone and explored further establishments with our healthcare industry as well as retail spaces. And we believe that by engaging with different areas, engaging with different expertise, we would be able to truly leverage on AI solutions.
So exponential growth of data coupled with exponential growth in cloud computing means that there's been an explosion in experimentation of AI. Cloud allows you to store vast amounts of data economically. Not only that, machine learning services have really been commoditized, making it easier to use some of these pre-made machine learning services that the cloud providers have created. The Amazon Web Services, for example, creates over 1,000 to 2,000 new services and features every single year. And by jumping onto the cloud service providers, you are able to tap into their innovation. I mean, quite clearly, cloud makes AI just that much easier. And we believe Synthesis is perfectly positioned to take advantage of this mega trend for two reasons. We have a proper data engineering pedigree, and secondly, our long-standing partnership with Amazon Web Services. The companies that can truly harness this mega trend will be the successful ones. We partnered with Nedbank Insurance to solve a critical business problem with machine learning. The challenge is, how do you make sure that thousands and thousands of emails sent to central mailboxes are correctly categorized and routed to the correct team? An example of this, and you guys might have used it before, is claims at nedbankinsurance.co.za. In the past, Nedbank employees would have to spend 8 hours a day in front of their laptops, reading each and every email, categorizing them, and then figuring out for themselves which team to route this to. Now a robot does that 24/7. It has helped Nedbank Insurance up their service capabilities, and from a backlog perspective, they can process their emails 7.5 times faster. And with emails with up to 5 attachments, 11 times faster.
Our mega trend number 2 that we're going to be tackling is going to be the event data as a goldmine. So I'm going to take one step back and let's try and understand what event data is firstly. To put it quite simply, event data is essentially your digital footprint. So why do we care about digital footprints in the first place? There was a recent stats that has come up from 2019 study saying that close to 67% of the world is currently sitting on a digital device, which means we actually can keep track of 67% of the world's population. And what this means for us now from a data science perspective and from a machine learning perspective is we can truly understand what consumers really want with their products. So trying to get a little bit into how we went about solving a similar problem before, we had the opportunity of working on a project in one of the top five banks around, and it is specifically around personalization. Typically what we had to do was prevent this bank from sending mass communications to everyone and anyone that is on their database. What they wanted to do was channel that communication to specific customer groups that actually require that communication. So the 3 main targeting points that we were looking for was the right channel, the right time, and the right product. It doesn't necessarily be a product, it could have been a communication. So what we went about doing was taking the event data coming from digital devices, profiling specific customers to understand what their true needs are, as well as which channels they actually respond on, and target only those specific customers with the relevant communication that they require. This significantly improved the costing perspective, from a customer experience perspective. There was all positivity all around. And that's one of the ways in which we were able to use event data.
So unlike typical legacy data processes, which are slow and batched, fast data allows you to process data in real time, allowing you to make business decisions as and when they happen and not when the data is available to you. Nothing is more important in real-time data than fraud detection and prevention. At a Big 5 bank, we needed to get data outside from their core banking platforms, which were on the mainframe, typical legacy, slow, batch, delayed data processes. Often on a mainframe, through a batch process overnight, you're only actually able to get data the very next day. Now in fraud terms, the fraud has already been perpetrated, and the alert and the action to trigger on that alert is long gone. We are now able to stream and analyze that data in real time, and prevent the fraud as and when it happens and not after the fact like it currently is. Now, this is legacy enablement at its best. I would like to thank you for listening and spending some time hearing about our division.